Hey, everybody, it's so good to see you, even though I can't see you. Isn't that a beautiful day in the neighborhood? Let's get the show on the road. My DeafBlind Story. And I was at 1.5 years old. My mother decided to take me to the hearing doctor, and they realized, hey, he's hard of hearing. And this is why he's not developing his speech. This is why he's being delayed in other areas. My mom, my dad, they chose, hey, we're going to make him a hearing child. And that's the journey that they set me on. I have to go through a lot of speech therapy. I'm going to have to go through a lot of different challenges in life because I couldn't hear properly. I couldn't read properly. I couldn't do a lot of things properly because I could not hear what I was saying or hear properly what other people were saying. When I was 13 years old, when I was at a soccer game, it was at night, and the lights went off on the field because the circuit and the whole electricity thing kind of blew up. It really sounded like a big bomb that went off. We realized when the lights went off, I could not see anything. And I screamed, Dad, 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 I can't see, I can't see, I can't see. And so my father came and got me off the field, and we went to the doctor 3 months later. And that's when the doctor said, and they looked into my eyes, and they said, you have Usher syndrome type 2. I was devastated. But I wasn't willing to accept it. I wasn't willing to accept that I'm going to be going blind one day. I got my driver's license. I did everything I needed to do. But I was 19 years old. And I was working at Hume Lake Christian Camp, struggling to be able to see at night just to get to my room. A flashlight wasn't even helping. Like, I would think it would help, but it wasn't at all. I go up to the Bible school at Hume Lake Christian Camp called Joshua Wilderness Institute. I went up there about 3 months into school. I'm walking after eating breakfast in the cafeteria, going to the dish station. A lot of places like this, they have a station where you drop off your dirty dishes and so forth. And I was heading on my way over there, and somebody left their chair out. And I didn't see the chair. Boom! I hit the chair, fell over, landed on my knees, and I just started crying. Because I realized not only have I lost my night vision, all I can see now is right in the center of my eye. Meaning I can't even see a stoplight. I can't even see a stop sign. I can't see a human being crossing the street. Because I only have central vision. I don't have the vision that goes up, down, left, or right, which is called the peripheral vision. My vision got into the point where I went from 180 degrees to 20 degrees of vision. I was devastated, but I had to make a choice. Am I going to embrace deaf blindness, or am I going to keep denying myself and telling myself, saying, no, you can see. Yes, you can see. You're not blind. I'm on my knees after falling over that chair, and I'm just sobbing. And I made a choice. I made a choice at that moment. I said, I'm going to rejoice in my suffering. I'm going to persevere through that to build a character that has so much hope in life and hope in Christ. And I was determined to overcome that challenge. And I said, I'm going to rejoice in deaf blindness. Because I was born hard of hearing, and now I'm legally blind because I went from 180 degrees to 20 degrees or less, which is the definition of legal blindness. How to love my pain. I started learning how to have joy in my pain. I started learning having the ability to overcome the barriers that I was dealing with. But the journey doesn't end here. I learned how to have joy. I persevered, and I built a character. And that character kept going, and I kept moving. But I didn't realize how bad it would hurt when I turned 28 and walked into the doctor's office, and I would look at the chart, and the central vision of my left eye would be gone. I would not be able to see clearly out of my left eye. I just sat there with my wife, and I just cried. I just cried like, I can't see. I can't see in my left eye. I'm actually going blind. I mean, I was okay with legal blindness. I have accepted that grieving process. I've been able to overcome that process. but I couldn't see out of my left eye anymore. And that journey was painful. It still is painful. This month is June. And on this month, a year ago, I lost the clarity in my right eye. It's been a challenge. I had to find other ways to persevere. I had to find other ways to tell my wife that you're beautiful. Find other ways to run a business. The journey has not been easy. My DeafBlind story has not been easy. Because I have to grieve every time I lose more vision. I no longer can see my wife. I can no longer see the pieces that I make. I can no longer see how beautiful the world is. I can see. I can see the joy that it gives me, and it gives so many other people to see me overcome my pain, to encourage you to live beyond your challenge.